It's never easy to win on the road in the NBA, and by the look in the eyes of the Orlando Magic players, they know they've got a job ahead of them. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Phoenix Suns against the Orlando Magic. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. DA, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Franz Wagner was in the Rookie of the Year consideration last year for the Magic. He said there are a lot of reasons for fans to be excited for the future. We've got a lot of young talent, but my job is to be in the now and try to win games. What's helped me so far is focusing on each day at a time. Kevin, back to you.
Well, he is definitely ahead of schedule. David, thanks. Now the starting group for Orlando. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Harris is the shooting guard. Wagner is the small forward. And it's Fultz in at the 1. And for Phoenix, Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those high picks.
Now, here's Wagner. Harris passes to Wagner. Just 5 on the clock, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here is Durant. Count the basket.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
And you love seeing that great mobile 1 drive a second time.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Now here is Harris. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. And a miss there on the triple.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
It's good.
Tough hoop from Kevin Durant. KD makes those look way easier than they actually are.
Fultz the pass to Harris. Carter down low. He's covered by Ayton. And it's Carter missing. To the paint. Here's Okogie. It's tipped. Harris passes to Fultz. Now here is Harris. Pass to Fultz. Harris with it. Pass to Banchero. Back to Harris. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside. And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Fultz, no good.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Back to KD. The pass to Okogie. On the wing, Booker, defended by Carter. The tray. And they get it back. And that one's good, Ayton.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Harris against Booker. Harris kicks to Carter. Oh, good with the triple. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
Now Harris. after Wendell Carter missed from long range.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Aiden can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Harris finds Fultz. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. For 3, Booker. With the second effort.
Remaining in the first, 2 minutes.
Takes the 3. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
And the Suns here with a different look. Yambo, he's checked in for Durant. Terrence Ross comes in for Josh Okogie. Damian Lee, he's checked in for Booker. And it's Payne in for Paul. Now, here's Wagner. On the wing, Isaac. To end the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
No doubt the size of Isaac is a problem
Shooting
for the
for
defense.
Orlando.
Excellent at using that long frame to draw contact.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Yambo fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And the Magic right now, missing that franchise player. Might have one of their young talents develop into that, but currently they lack that star.
Here's Payne. Banked in off the glass.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Pass to Wagner. Shoots over Biombo. And it's Wagner missing. And as we know, Greg, the NBA is a star-driven league.
Hard to contend without a top 10 player on the roster. The Magic have been patient in their approach. And one player taking a leap this season would be huge.
The Suns shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And both free throws good for Lee.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Passes it to Suggs. Back to Anthony. Wagner left side. Pass to Suggs. And the rejection by Ayton.
And the size ball has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Orlando shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And he makes the first but misses the second. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They have a 9-point lead. Lee passes to Ayton. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Ross for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Now Lee. He kicks it to Payne. Three-pointer. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Suns ahead, up by 12. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
That's right, Suns fans. Time to make some noise.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Craig in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Suns leading by 12. Durant with it. Defended now by Wagner. Craig kicks to Paul. Launches it. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Craig, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
They grab their own miss. Second chance shot. And it's Banchero missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Now here's Durant. And he makes good on the layup. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. You can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Beasley's checked in for the Suns. Orlando with the ball, trailing by 19. Houston passes to Fultz. To the wing right side. And the pass to Houston. Wagner outside. 5 on the clock. Pass to Fultz, looking to end the run. And so the ball's out of bounds. Craig touched it left. Harris is checked in for the Magic.
In for the Magic, Gary Harris.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
So it's Orlando now. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Wagner outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from 14, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Passes it to Harris. Wide open. That one a little long.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Now, here's Craig. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The feed to Booker. Pass to Craig. Orlando grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Now here's Booker. He has 5. Baisley passes to Durant. From the arc. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Any shot for KD is a great shot for his team. And I don't care how far back he is.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Well, he's been destroying them inside, and they need a timeout to figure out an answer or a prayer if there is one.
Big group substitution here for Phoenix. Biombo, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. Okogie comes in for Chris Paul. Lee's checked in for Booker. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Baisley. Now, here's Suggs. Another shot. And it's laid in by Isaac.
And how about Isaac? He just attacks the backboard, especially on the offensive glass, putting that height to good use.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over. And the Magic have been one of the league's worst offenses in recent years. In fact, it's been over a decade since they've been average in that regard. Drafting a ready-made weapon in Paolo Banchero, they hope can help them take a step in the right direction.
Offensively, Durant might be the most unguardable player in NBA history. He can shoot, dribble, pass, drive, you name it. Everything he does it at a high level on top of being 7 feet tall.
Harris outside. There's the pass to Isaac. Now, here's Suggs. Covered by Lee. Anthony can't hit. And KD's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Biombo down low. And he banks in the layup. KD's got 17 now.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
And stolen by Payne. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Now, here's Suggs. 46 seconds left here in the second. Isaac. The Magic again can't hit.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Anthony, following the score by Phoenix. Harris passes to Isaac. He feeds it to Anthony. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
"19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And that one's good, Anthony.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
And yes, it's good. Durant's got 19 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Deep 2 from Anthony. And so it's Phoenix rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth Hit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. It was a return to form for him tonight after struggling in their last outing. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Man, this was a ball inside. Shaq, I know you like this. When the guys were sacrificing their bodies, making plays in contest, just wearing the hard hat. That's how this game's gotten out of hand so far.
Looking at Orlando, Shaq, your thoughts?
Their effort on the board has been horrendous. That's a good way to get blown out. The only way they can turn this thing around is to start winning the rebounding battle, to win the battle of possession. Otherwise, they're my favorite. Avocado toast.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
That's right, Suns fans.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Phoenix has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. Harris is the shooting guard. Wagner is the small forward. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Fultz in at the 1 spot. Here are the Magic now after the Suns pick up 2. Fultz dishes to Carter. Booker against Harris. And no good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Now here's Paul, following the miss by Gary Harris. Here's KD, and he lays it straight in. KD's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, even though he's slender, Durant is good at keeping his balance through contact. The man is stronger than he looks.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now here is Carter. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Wagner. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Ayton. Booker with it. Now guarded by Fultz. And that one's good, Ayton.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Harris outside. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. That's tipped.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Durant. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. They're scoreless since the first half.
First personal foul. First team foul.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Houston. Back to Fultz. Carter right side. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Wagner. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And something about Franz Wagner, a model of consistency as soon as he came into the league. You know what you'll get from him every night.
And with Wagner, he'll be a bigger part of this team as he grows.
Kevin, and he'll be able to contribute without being a focal point. It has a game that can blend with any other group on the floor. As his confidence grows, he'll continue to make a larger impact.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Josh Okogie. Basket good. Craig's got his first points of the game.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Unloads from 13. Fultz, no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Ayton finds Ross. Booker outside. Shoots the 3. They get it back.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Houston. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Fultz. Here's Wagner. Feeds it to Carter. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Booker. And the layup's good off the glass. Booker's got 7.
It doesn't matter what you throw at him. Booker just finds a way to make it go in.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Offensive rebound. Here's Carter. The shot comes out.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, D.A., we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Now, here's Banchero. No points in the game yet for him.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position. Just outworking everyone early on the glass.
Wagner passes to Houston. Back to Wagner. From the top of the key. And that one, good. Wagner's got 4 this quarter.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Craig kicks to Paul. Takes a 3. For 3, Booker makes that one his 6th of the night. Very healthy, 6 for 9.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now here is Carter. Here's Banchero. Now the pass to Fultz. Over Paul. And the rejection by Ayton. Knocked away. It's stolen by Fultz. And so it's Phoenix enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back right after this. And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. We've got Payne. Ayton is out there with Lee. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Paul in at the 2 guard.
You know, Jalen Suggs has had to deal with some huge expectations, but he's got a great attitude and always works hard to live up to them.
taking
And
2
talking
shots.
about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Durant's checked in for Biyombo. Okogie comes in for Damian Lee. And it's Devin Booker in for Payne. Here's Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 25 points in the game.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find a path to that difficult shot.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
Now here's Anthony. Durant with the steal. And here they go. Here's Paul. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. And it's 7 points for Chris Paul. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns. Anthony finds Isaac. Knocks it loose. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. That one falls.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Anthony against Paul. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
The assist.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Booker outside. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Booker. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Isaac passes to Wagner. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Baisley's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Warren comes in for Josh Okogie. Landry Shamit's checked in for Devin Booker, and it's Payne in for Chris Paul. And a change for the Magic. Bowl, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. A 3 from Warren. No good that time. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Anthony kicks to Wagner. Fires the 3. And they'll get another chance. Here's Suggs. And it's sent back by KD. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. Pretty nice efficiency there.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bowl, that's good.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Inside, Shannon, that's good, and a nice assist from Durant. KD's got 4 assists in the game.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Schofield gets the bucket.
Nice ball movement there, delivered the pass right on time.
Phoenix has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Here's Durant, the shake. Rebound by the Magic.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
2 minutes.
Now, here's Suggs. Here's Schofield, and it's sent back by KD.
We've seen Durant really improve as a defender, using his impressive length to block shots. Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Here's Anthony, following the score by Phoenix. Over Payne, and it's sent back by KD. They retain possession. Now, here's Suggs. Just 4 to shoot. Anthony's shot is off. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Suns.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in the one, it was a dazzling game for Kevin Durant.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
Pass to Houston. Now, here's Suggs. He's guarded closely. Here's Schofield. Nice D from Warren. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
At the line for your Suns, Darius Beasley. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Anthony's checked in for Suggs. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Orlando Magic. Bull with it. Biyombo on him. Biyombo with the block. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Bull kicks to Anthony. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Magic ball.
.32 seconds left in the game. Shot clock at 3. Fires for 3.
And when you have T.J. Warren on your team, you know he's going to have a defensive presence.
Lee dishes to Biyombo. It's deflected. They recover it. The 3 from Warren. And Bull pulls it down. And here is Anthony. So it's the Suns winning easily here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much. Katie, what was the big thing to secure this win?
I like how active we were on the defensive side of the ball to start the game. We made shots tonight, and it's always good when you make shots. It brings more energy into the building, and I'm glad we got a W.
You earned it, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.